As many of you know, Frank Farance wrote a wire letter to the editor on October 12th that was less than flattering to me and to the Common Council. My columns were deliberately upbeat in my 2 October columns, despite Frank's continued attacks on my confidence out in the community and on CC Talk. My first concern was to protect the integrity of the Common Council. For that reason, I did not directly respond to Frank. I reminded people about the importance of teamwork and how much we can accomplish when we work together as a team. I intend to keep my presidency and this term of the Common Council productive and upbeat. We are not about complaints and rancor. The Common Council will get far more accomplished when we develop a good working relationship with the residents and administrators in our community. That is how we get things done in the most expeditious way. I'm happy to report that in direct response to my wire column, we now have connected 2 Girl Scout leaders with the 30 girls in need of den mothers. We still can use more volunteers. So if you know more volunteers who want to be den mothers, please let us know. That's what the Common Council does best, connect people to each other. Thank you, Susan, for volunteering. We are also working towards saving the Christmas tree sales on the island and starting a Boy Scout troop. The fun part of being a community leader is being able to make those connections. We should all be proud to be a part of an organization that can make these types of things happen. I'm also happy to announce that we've gotten a $2,500 check from the CBS TV shoot. Thanks to all who made that happen: Matt Katz, me, Christina Delfico, Steve Heller, and Russell Fields. That was a major team sprint that worked perfectly. They were here today and gone tomorrow, and we caught them just in time. We got our new secretary, thank you, and thanks everybody for volunteering.
You okay, Ellen?
Okay. I did it. Okay, so bad behavior of making criticism personal instead of objective gives the message to all potential volunteers that they should be very, very careful about volunteering for our organization. It is a damaging message that cannot be overlooked. We all have spent the last year developing goodwill in the community. Frank's letter attempted to undermine this. And that's the only thing I'm going to say about this vote. A group of 7 council members have submitted to me a bill of particulars to expel Frank Farance from the Common Council. The RIRA Constitution requires a bill of particulars to start a move towards expulsion. I have accepted this bill of particulars from the Communications Committee because the bulk of the complaints are communications related. I am putting this first on the agenda because it is so important. Expulsion is a very big step and not to be taken lightly. It is therefore a 2-meeting process. The bill of particulars, which are the complaints, is reviewed and discussed at meeting 1. The Common Council must determine in meeting 1 not whether to expel the person. That is a discussion for the next month. But whether the bill of particulars is of sufficient substance to deserve consideration at our next meeting. A vote of yes will move this process to the next step when the accused person will have a chance to answer the complaints. At the first meeting, we will hear the complaints. At the second meeting, he will have an opportunity to make a case for himself. I will attempt to move this along as respectfully as possible. I ask that the Common Council give this the gravitas that it deserves and not second-guess me. I have reviewed the Constitution and Robert's rules and will allow everyone who wants to say their piece one chance to speak. We will go around the table. Please compose your statements ahead of time in your head or on paper so that you can be brief. Everyone will have up to 3 minutes, but you that this is an obligation. We will have a timer. If someone has already said what you think and you want to say, then simply say that you agree and move the mic onward. I will not be voting except to break a tie, and I will not be talking and saying my piece. The Constitution says any member of the Common Council may be removed from office for just cause in relation to conduct in office by either of the following procedures: expulsion for non-performance or expulsion for misconduct. Any council member or alternate may be expelled for misconduct after a written presentation of a bill of particulars signed by 3 RIRA members, at least 3, we have 7, is presented at a regular meeting of the Common Council. The Council shall determine by a majority vote of the council members whether probable cause exists. If it so determines, the charges will then be presented to the person or persons charged. That's what we're going to do today. The charged person shall have the opportunity to present a defense at the next regular meeting of the council. I quote quoting the Constitution. Upon review, if a 2/3 vote of the council members concur, the person shall be removed. So today, it's just a simple majority vote. Okay, so Jeff?